Do not have to be good, writes Mary Oliver. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. I know this advice isn't about writing, but I want to repeat that. You do not have to be good to write something that might, as Rilke suggests, change your life. You do not need a degree in English. You do not need to go to an MFA program. You don't need to necessarily know the definition of Volta. You don't need to write in form like Sistina's. You do not need to have published a book or even a single poem. In order to affect someone's life and to share your work, you don't have to be ready. Welcome to Ecstatic Stanzas, an educational series on creativity, community, and writing careers. I'm Evelyn Berry, your girlfriend's favorite poet. Today, I want to encourage you to share your work. You can begin today. You can share your poems or your stories with friends. You might attend a local open mic. You might scribble the poem on the restroom stall door if you want to be anonymous. You might share that poem on social media. You might just stand on a street corner and proclaim your poem with a megaphone. You can share your stories and poems with whomever you wish. You can submit to journals. You can submit to that book contest. You can submit to that cool public poetry project that puts poems up on walls. You can put on a one-act play by yourself. Or you can cast your friends. You can shoot your own movie on your iPhone in your dorm room. Too many writers wait until they've perfected their craft to actually share their work. And I think that they are unaware that an education in writing lasts a lifetime. I know too many young writers who believe that, they would write a book, they would share their stories, but only once they graduate from college, or only once they first publish a short story collection, or only once they publish enough stories, or once they've gotten accepted into the Paris Review, or the Southern Review, or even the Student Literary Journal. You do not have to be good or ready to write and to share your work. And I think that stopping yourself can really harm your progress, your evolution as a writer, because you have to fail and fail often. You have to pursue ambitious projects. Failure is part of the process. And after you fail, you get to try again and keep going. And, it's more than just about someone's personal or professional achievement. It's more just about the fact that writing, as we all know, can be life-affirming. It can be life-changing, right? When we hear someone's stories, we can be changed by that. And what is the point of any of this if we are not, through literature, keeping one another alive? If we are not telling stories that help remind each other again and again that we are not alone. You are not alone. You're not the first one to feel this way. And you will not be the last. Literature is what connects us. I think of it like a cup string telephone that connects one heart to another. It is cringe to say out loud, but the basis of literature is love. We must write even when we are enraged from a place of love in hopes to connect with others. Do not fall for the trap of irony or cynicism, hardening yourself by hiding behind dense literary theory or obscuring your language to the point that no one can actually, take a stab at your soft interiority. You must risk sentimentality. You must risk vulnerability. You must risk clarity. You must tell us in a poem or play or story a piece of survival information that we might pass on. How do we live in this world? How do we perform this human dance? How do we make meaning of the brief moments between birth and death? That is your duty as a writer. To not just write, but to share your work in hopes that it might speak to someone, that it might change someone. Remember, you're a real writer, so share your work.